If you haven't read up to at least chapter 1079 of One Piece, I advise you to shake the spot. Unless you don't care, then watch and be entertained. Yo bro, Ichiro Oda makes it almost impossible to be a Eustass Kid fan in this day and age. I mean, there's just no way bro left Wano after being a part of the fall of 2 Yonko. Not just 1, 2 Yonko and Big Mom and Kaido, upped his worth from like 470 to 3 billion, came up on roll poneglyphs and all, only to be eviscerated by 1 single attack. Shanks came to the battlefield and laid the murder game down. Bro came to see with his belt in hand and gave Kid the most hellacious ass whooping I've ever seen in One Piece history. Treated him like his son. And 3 chapters before, bro had the nerve to talk about only if I lose. Only to get thrashed and get thrown away like old shoes. And don't get me wrong, I'll give props where props is due. He was about to shish kebab Shanks' whole fleet. I'm talking burnt to a crisp by that railgun. Especially considering that them niggas are known weaklings compared to other Yonko fleet captains.
The fuck?
But that means very little, and I mean very little, when God in human form is their commander-in-chief and their protector. Man's literally pulled a Katakuri times 10, no times 100. Saw how the entire scene would play out from a distance, took the biggest leap of faith, and shattered Kid's whole dream with a divine departure in under 3 seconds. Keep in mind, this was the same attack that Gold Roger had used on Odin, and somehow bro got back up. Says a lot about Mr. Kozuki, but that's besides the point. The point is that Shanks punched a hole through Kid's dream in seconds. This shit was insanity. Both him and Killer got knocked for a loop. To make matters worse, bro shook his pockets, robbed his crew for what he wanted and bounced. Had his crew begging for mercy right before having the Giants turn the ship into scrap metal. Every last one of them got the Big Mom treatment and thrown into the ocean. And the narrator had the nerve to rub it in by announcing the annihilation as if we didn't see what just happened. My eyes work, homie. Eustass Kid has constantly been a magnet for L's, and yet even with that being the case, I'ma be honest with y'all, I still can't believe that his journey is finished. Not only would it be wasted potential if his character is stopped here, but it just doesn't make any sense overall. It doesn't feel right. We all knew that Shanks was going to put belt to ass, but we all figured that the Kid Pirates would survive in some way. Narrator Kun doesn't put fear in my heart in the slightest, because we've seen this once before. Remember when Kuma gave the Straw Hats the beats, gave them the Team Rocket treatment on Sabaody? Narrator Kun popped up back then, made a similar statement about the Straw Hats getting defeated. And yet here we are 500 chapters later and somehow all of them are still okay. Oda's not going to build Kid up as this new generation rival, have him involved with the defeat of 2 of the older generations, give him Conqueror's Haki, to never have him use it, and never have him fight with Luffy despite the constant parallels between him and his crew as well. Not to mention we still have no context of anything that happened prior. For example, who took his arm? Was it Ben Beckman or not? Or was it actually the monkey? Did the monkey actually go ape shit and snatch his arm? I want to know. Like I said, Kid has been the whipping boy of the worst generation. Bro's been the one to get back-to-back wedgies when shit really hits the fan. My only hope is that he can emerge from the dirt that Shanks put him in and become the big bad wolf somehow. Because otherwise, Kid, Shanks owns you. Red hairs own you. Lucky Reuben Beckman, that monkey, owns you. On the other hand, my goat is the goat. What can I say?
Go get